Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Racing with the Reverend. I am Reverend Bogey, and today we are racing the Audi RS3 around mid-Ohio. Looks like we're starting 11th. This is our Coca-Cola livery, courtesy of the German Racing Pandas. Einfach besser, boys. Einfach besser. So what we're going to do here is, because we're starting 11 of 15, I'm going to drop back. I took a late start, immediately hit the pause button so I can get everybody away from me, and then we're going to get going like a bat out of hell. Morales is, we already know that what we did is probably going to cost us any chance of winning, and that's fine, but we avoided that. We avoided that kerfuffle. So happy days are here. And now we're rounding turn 2, and we're going to come up here to Silva. So Silva gets one in the rear because of not a great exit, and now he's trying to force me onto the grass, gives me a whack, gives me another whack, cuts across my nose, whacks the back end of my car while being out of control, and
time penalty is 0.5
penalty
seconds.
to me. Okay. I can live with that. Really, I can't, because he cut across my nose. It's not cool. It's just not cool. I'm sorry. But it isn't cool. Hendricks gets a bad exit out of a 6, and then brake checks out of 7. So, already, first lap, frustrations are building. Gladiator is catching. He's a TCR guy. We know that they're extremely fast, and I'm not going to worry too much about what happens with him. I'm braking kind of early there still. I just haven't figured it out, because I think I brake when I'm hitting the crest, and then that lifts the entire car, which is really bad, because then the back end comes out and you go spinny, spinny, hoo, hoo. And no one wants to do that, so I'm braking before the crest, and I think I can wait until after the crest, but my timing just isn't there yet. So, and you think it would be after playing this game for the last 3 years, but no, it isn't. So we let Gladiator go, and he's also got 2 seconds in penalty, so I'm sure he probably might have whacked me. Maybe, I don't know. But this race has already proven there's a bunch of people that like to smack people around. Gladiator's going to get around Hendricks here, taking to the grass. We're going to try and get around Hendricks here, but we're outside. That's not a good spot. So we'll try it again, going down into 5. And there we are thinking, oh, and he takes our nose in 6. And he whacks the back end going into 7. And that's another penalty to me, apparently. We give Punch a Turtle a whack. He did not take the exit of that very well either. And nor did I, because I went lawn mowing a little bit. World's most expensive lawnmower, the Audi RS3. And we do some more lawn mowing, kick the back end a little bit, hit the gas to get the back end in line, and we're good. So we finished 2 laps, and they've been frustrating. And now we're going to go into 1 and hit a wall. And now, so my own stupidity is getting me. We're trying to catch up to Punch a Turtle here in the MG. We should get there. He took a really interesting line, and we got a great exit out of 2. And we're going to get down the front straight rather quickly. Punch a Turtle is staying in the draft, but I don't think that's going to be a problem as we head down into the 3-4 complex here. Hello, turn 4. And now we're heading down the hill into 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Yeah, there's 6. 7 and 8, where I was having all sorts of problems. Again, sliding out, almost getting to the grass. Gladiator is gone. And now Flying Scotsman is behind us. As we head into 9 and now into 10. Getting into that corner, Scotsman picks up half a second because I'm just dogged slow in that corner. We get out of 11, finish our lap, and we're hoping that here on lap 4 we can get a clean lap in. That would be great. But typically it does take, 3 laps to actually get a clean one, just because the field doesn't spread out much. And when you're in a 15-player lobby, and you'll see at the end of the race there are five cars, I had no chance. The best I was going to do is maybe 6th, depending on strategies and everything else. Scotsman is 0.6 of a second, and gaining because he is in the draft. We picked up 0.9 of a second on this lap. But Scotsman is gaining on us and giving us the business on the back end. And doing it again, and this one causes us to go into the wall. That's not very sporting. Scotsman gets a penalty of 1 second, and we lose 3 spots, and Silva is back behind us. And now we got to start all over again. Tunners just went off, so this is going to gift us a 10th place. And Tunners is also in the Coca-Cola liveried Audi RS3, so a pseudo teammate, if you will. But now we're going into, the end of the lap again. And we didn't get a clean lap again, and we also didn't get a fast lap again. So now we're going to go for lap 5 to try and get a clean lap. Tunners is behind us. He took turn 1 a lot better than we did. Now that I've whacked the wall, I'm really unsure about my line in that corner, but that's fine. As long as I get in and out of it cleanly. We kind of diamond cut this, which isn't the best line, and it allows Tunners to get back. We have a half a second up on our fast lap. We gotta hope Tunners is paying attention to where he needs to pass as we're gaining on Hendricks. And the only reason I say that is because there aren't a lot of really real passing points. Uh-oh, there goes Hendricks. And Ghost. Woo, he ghosted. Oh, thank God for that. That would have hurt. That would have hurt a lot. But we're back in 9th, and we're gaining on Punch a Turtle as we go through that corner. 8. We're heading up to 9 now. Hello, turn 9. And how are you today? As we're getting ready to set up for 10. Again, braking way too soon. That allows Tunners to get into us, or at least close to us. We are still gaining on Punch a Turtle. And now we head into lap 6, 132 flat. So that was a solid lap, but Tunners is going to go inside on turn 1. And yeah, turn 1 is not a passing point on this track. It's not. And he shouldn't have tried it. He didn't have a chance. He didn't have the spot, and he knew he didn't have it, so he gave me a whack in the rear end. Not on purpose, but because he understeered, severely understeered into 1, and he caught my back end and made me lose it a little bit, and then whacked the front of my car, which knocked me back in line. So I guess I should thank him for that part. I don't know. I'm not really happy with how this race is going, if you couldn't tell. So Tunners is ahead of us now. So the Audis are running 7-8. The German racing pandas, as it were. So we're heading into 8, and we go right to the curbing, which is fine. Over the curbing is not fine. Remember that, kids. We don't want to go over the curbing. Curbing is good. Over curbing, bad. So we're going to end lap 6. It was a lot slower because of the Tunners stuff. And now we are making our way through lap 7. Flying Scotsman just picked up another buttload of penalties. That guy's out of control in this race. I said it before on the penalty system. I think it needs to be more than just seconds. I think it needs to be numbered. 12 seconds is great, and I've seen many disqualifications, but when you see someone with 7 or 8 penalties, even if it's only down around 5 or 6 seconds, picking up 7 penalties is, to me, as bad as getting 12 seconds worth. But that's something that's not going to change unless Microsoft lets Turn 10 support this game again, which they won't because Forza Horizon 6 is out there. And I've kind of given my thoughts on Horizon. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I think I've played it once in the last 2 weeks. I've had more fun playing Uno and Balatro than I have playing Forza Horizon 6. I get the attraction, but it's not the same. Pit stops are happening, so that's 7 laps on the mediums for everybody, so they're doing 7.6. Hems has just come out of the pits. Tunners is sort of pulling away from us. We've clicked over to minor wear. We're going to stay on trying to keep up with Tunners, who's probably also on minor wear, but you know, we don't know what tires everybody else is running, which is something else they should have fixed before they stopped supporting the game. But, you know, what do I know? I've only been playing racing games since pole position. Actually, before that, if you want to take the, I believe it was called Sprint 8. That was in the arcades in the late 70s. That's what I played. So I've been playing racing games forever. And this is, you know, there's things they could have fixed before giving up the support, but they dumped everybody. The game was doomed from the outset. It wasn't finished. I believe they got deadline pushed, which wouldn't surprise me. But you know, it is what it is. The game's fine almost now as we head into the pits, and Tunners did not. So if you are enjoying the race and this video, please give me a like. And if you like the content that's out here, give me a subscribe. Please feel free to comment down below. Let's keep it on topic, and let's keep it clean, because there's kids. And I don't know if there's kids watching the videos or not, but let's keep it clean. So now we're out, we're on soft tires, we added a little fuel. I don't know why. I think it's more of, I've been having there have been some fueling issues going on, at least for me. Maybe I'm not doing it right when I'm in the fuel tire screen. I've noticed that it's been changing on me, so when I set it up for, usually when I set it up for a race like this, I'll put it at 13 laps and it'll be 1 click before 14. So I'll go up to 14 laps and click back down and it'll be 13, and that's basically all 13 as we go by Hendricks, who's eating another wall. So now we're going up for Punch a Turtle. And I've noticed that when I've been running practice runs, that when I get done, that fuel is not the same. And it was after this race that I noticed it. I did have a couple races where I ran out of fuel in this car, and that was because I didn't check it. But now I'm checking it, and it's just not there. So Tunners is gone, and let's see if we can get around Tunners on the exit. We do. So that was the advantage of pitting a lap early. We got a little undercut, and now we've got Tunners back behind us again. We are gaining on Punch a Turtle, who still has not pitted. He may be trying to do the full race on hards, and that is not a good idea on this track. Just saying. The leader is Thief Lula, 40 seconds ahead. We're not going to get anywhere near that. Flying Scotsman just picked up another penalty. We'll see how many he got at the end of the race, just for kicks. But right now we're just driving our lap, and we're trying to keep Tunners behind us while his tires are still a little cool. It does take a little time for them to come in. Mine have come in because I've already ran a lap on them. We are rapidly gaining on Punch a Turtle. But Tunners is still a half a second behind us, so he's keeping pace. And now we'll pick up more because of my early braking. I really gotta fix that, guys. So now we're heading into lap 11. We just went 131 flat. So that's a fast lap right now. And we'll see if we can get another one. Psycho Turtle is still on those hard tires, and thankfully I kind of had to take a funny line because I didn't trust where Punch a Turtle was going. We diamond cut this, but that allowed Tunners to pick up a lot of time. And he is on us because he got a better run out of the corner. And now we're going to be hunting down Hems, who's 7.5 seconds ahead. Going to take kind of a defensive line going into 3. Just because, and I really, honestly, I just don't trust this guy. And I'm trying to be cool about it as we head down into 5. But he's already whacked me out of the way once, and I don't trust that that he won't try and do it again. What I'm hoping he does is just kind of stays patient. We'll see. We're catching up to the Flying Scotsman now, so he must have had an incident of some sort. It's also up to 4.3 seconds in penalties, which isn't very good. So we're catching up to him, and Tunners again gives us a whack, and Scotsman goes into the pits with 2 laps to go. I don't get it. But okay. We're heading into turn 1 on lap 12, and again, Tunners is really up our trumpet. And I've lost all my faith in the guy. I'm going to lift and let him go, and then give him a whack, because I'm just tired of it. Guys have been whacking me this whole race. I mean, I've done a couple stupid things, but I've been getting hit the whole race. And Tunners gave me a couple whacks that were not cool, in really bad spots. And so he deserved a little rear end. Give him a little displeasure bump. Tell me what you think. Did I know I've done a couple dumb things, but I don't think I put myself in any crappy positions where I deserved that. From either guy. Silva early, from Scotsman, or from Tunners. It's just not cool. And maybe I let the frustrations get the best of me. But I also think this was my last race of this day, and I'd been getting bounced around a lot. In fact, I know I shut it off after this one because I was done. So now we're heading into the final 2 corners, and we're getting ready to go on to lap 13, our final lap. And we've got a big cushion on Scotsman because he took that late pit stop. So we're not worried about him. Tunners is kind of pulling away. So we're just going to kind of run our last lap and see what happens. So really our only hope is to get into Tunners' penalty range, which means we need to be half a second behind. So we kind of took an aggressive braking point there as we head down the back straight out of 2. If you come over here, you'll see a line there. That is the IndyCar starting line. They start there, but they finish at the traditional start-finish, obviously. So now we're trying to get into Tunner's penalty range. Again, it has to be 0.5. And we're running a pretty decent lap here, too. And I think that's Hens up there in 6th. Just going out of 8. We lose the back end of our car, and now we're, you know... So now we're just done. We're gonna be fine with 8th, considering we decided to start at the back of the field and give the back of the field a couple seconds on us. We just flip over to minor wear there as we head into 10 and 11. And coming up to the finish line, I don't know. Yeah, fast lap. What was that one? 1:30.4. Excellent. Well, thank you all for watching. You can see the Flying Scotsman penalties there. And hope we talk to you again soon. See ya.